Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm showing you how to make this playful bubble dress. It's comfy and so easy to sew, and these are the materials you'll need to make the dress. Now let's head straight into the tutorial proper. So sit back, relax, and let's get straight into it. So first thing we are going to do is to get your pattern paper and draw a border line on it, just like I always do. So 1 inch border line here, 1 inch border line here, because we are going to be using this pattern to cut both our front and our back. So this 1 inch here, we can use it as the zip allowance for the back. And like when we are done, when we are done cutting the pattern, when we want to cut on fabric, we can fold this in and then you cut the front, and when you want to cut the back, you leave it open this way. So you got the drift. Now the next thing we are going to do is to measure how long the dress should be, the length of the dress plus bubble plus everything, how long you want the final dress to be. So for me, I'll just say maybe 37 inches. So just measure 37 inches from this line here down. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to measure my armhole level. So I'm going to get my bust measurements. I'm going to divide it by 4, and then I'm going to add ½ inch to that. So whatever I get, I will just mark it down. Next, we are going to mark our armhole. I said armhole, half length. So just measure from your shoulders to somewhere above your navel. So whatever you get, mark it from here down. So for me, mine is 16 inches. So I'll just mark 16 inches down. Now from here, measure 9 inches down, and that will be our hip line. Now let's label hemline, hip line, waistline, and armhole line. Now measure from the top here to your armhole line, whatever you have, divide it by 2 and then mark it. So and then I'll just draw a line, and that will be our cross chest line. Now get your bust measurement. Mine is 36. Add 1 inch to that for some like kind of ease around your bust, and then you divide it by 4. Whatever you get, mark it on the armhole line. Now for your waist, get your waist measurement. Mine is 27. Add like ½ inch to it for some ease, then divide it by 4 and add like a 1 inch dart intake to that. Whatever you get, you mark it on the waistline here. Now we do the same also for the hip. Get your hip. My hip measurement is 38 inches. I'll just add 0.5, that is ½ inch to that for some kind of ease. Divide it by 4. Whatever you get, mark it on the hip line. Now let's connect all the lines. So connect this to this, this to this, and then this as a straight line down. Now your waistline to your hip, measure it, divide it by 2. Whatever you get, mark it down and draw a line, and that we can just call that one our upper hip line. Now we need to measure our dart line. So for some people, that line basically ranges from between 3.5 to 4 inches, but you can choose any, if you are like maybe size 8, smaller size, or size 10, you can do like maybe 3.5. If you are bigger, you can do 4 inches. The accurate one can be gotten through pattern drafting, but we are not doing serious, very serious pattern drafting today. So if you are small, just use like 3.5. If you are on the bigger size, use 4.4 inches rather. So just measure that here, this way, this way, this way, and this is the dart line here. So now on this patch here, the one this from the armhole line here, so just measure 1.5 inches down and then mark a point. So that would be the bust point, and this is it right here. Now on this one here, on the waistline, measure ½ inch out, ½ inch out. Remember we added 1 inch dart intake, so we just need to measure that. We need to connect. So connect from here to your bust point, connect from here to your bust point, then from here also connect from here to your upper hip line here, connect from here to your upper hip line. That completes the dart. Now let's draw our neckline and our armhole. So on this line here is known as, oh, I didn't label it, so we'll label this place neckline. So this line will be the neckline, and this across chest line. Now look at the diagram on the screen and get your neck measurements. Mine is 13 inches, so we'll divide that by 5. Whatever I get, I'll just mark it on the neckline right, and this is it right here. Now from this line also, we need to measure 1.5 inches down just to get a line to mark our shoulder. So 1.5 inches down, draw a line, and then we'll label it our shoulder line. Now we are going to measure our shoulder, our actual shoulder. So for most people, their shoulder line is like 5 inches. So you just place your tape measure here and measure 5 inches diagonally, and then you draw a line like this. Now the kind of armhole on this dress is something they call an halter neckline. So it has like a deeper kind of armhole. So from this armhole line here, you can just measure maybe 1 inch or ½ inch down. Now I settled for 1 inch. So on your shoulder line here, you need to decide how wide you want the actual shoulder of the dress to be. So for me, I'll say let's do like 1½ inches. So from here, just measure 1½ inches out and mark it. So from that mark, we'll just draw like a curve from here with our French curve from here down. Now for the neckline, you can just measure from here. You can measure 3 inches down, and then just connect like a round neckline here. You got the drift? Because the neckline is not too deep, so 3 inches should be fine. Then you connect. Let's cut the bubble out of the dress. For me, I would like my bubble to start from the hip line. So I'll just cut my hip line here. I'll cut it out. Before cutting it out, you can just add like ½ inch to that, and then you cut. Now we need to draw our A line. So just come here, measure 3 inches out, and then we'll just connect to somewhere. So we can just connect. We'll not connect right here. We'll just connect like somewhere around here, maybe 1 inch down, then just connect this way. So this side line is no longer there, so we can clean it off just so you don't get confused. Now we need to create the drapes for the dress, but before we do that, there's a tendency for armholes like this armholes like this to gape when you're done sewing. So to avoid that, you can just draw a line from your bust point here to anywhere on your armhole line. Then from here we can just take maybe a ½ inch here, ½ inch here, maybe 1 inch, that just so that it kind of cinches the armhole so it doesn't gape anymore. Now we draw a line connecting this to the bust point, Now all we have to do now is to just cut one leg of this dart open, and then we cut this dart line also open up to the bust point here. So guys, we don't really need the darts we added there. It's just to add to the freeness of the dress, because the dress is not tight. So we just needed that dart to add to the freeness. We are not taking it in when we are sewing. And that is it cut open. So we can just kind of lift this and close out the dart here. So you tape it down with a paper tape, and then you see the armhole is distorted, so you just like blend it. Now to create the drapes on the dress, because you can see the dress it has like some drapes in it. So there are 2 ways of doing that. We can either use the slash and spread method, which is my own preferred method of doing this kind of thing, or the lazy way out. Because this tutorial is a beginner friendly tutorial, I will just do the lazy way out, but my own most preferred way is the slash and spread method. So now to proceed with that, we are done with the pattern. Using the lazy way out, add your 1/4 inch allowance to the neckline, ½ inch to the shoulder, ½ inch to the armhole, 1 inch to the side, then cut it out. Then we can now proceed. Doing the slash and spread method, all you have to do is to just draw in like maybe 1 more slash line here, another one here, then spread it out by how much you want and place it on your fabric. That one will make sure you don't use it helps you, it's more economical with your fabric. But the lazy way out, I feel like you use more fabric than if you do the slash and spread. So but then let's go straight to that one. Now get your fabric, fold it in a triangular manner like this. Now we are cutting the front first, so we need to fold the border line here because we don't need it. Now you just need to place your pattern like this, so you make sure the tip of your neckline here touches like the fold line of your fabric here, so make sure it tilts, and then that is it. So you can pin down and then you cut it out. So you cut, and this is it. So you cut this way out, this out. So if you want more drapes, you can decide to tilt this more. So you can decide to tilt this more this way, so you get more drapes. And then for the back, the same thing, but instead we leave the borderline open because that will be our zip allowance. Then I'll cut out. So this is my front piece, this is my back piece. For the back piece, we need to split this open to create space for our zipper, because the neckline is quite high. That is why we need a zipper. If not, we wouldn't be needing a zipper. So yeah, that's that. Now let's cut the bubble part of the dress. Now the bubble is really easy. Just measure the hem of your dress round. This is my front, by the way, so you measure it round all the way here. So whatever you have, you can multiply it by 2. My own width is about 63 inches. So that's 63, just multiply by 2. Whatever you get, which will be the width of your bubble. So yeah, this will be the width, 126. That's the width of my bubble. Now remember the pattern we cut out earlier when we were, we cut this out of our pattern. So measure the length from here to here, and that will be the length of your bubble. So mine is about 12 inches. So that will be the length of my bubble. So I'm just going to go and cut a rectangle that has this dimension. So 126 width, and then the length will be 12 inches. And here it is. This is 126 inches width, and this is 12 inches length. So I cut 2. This one is for the front, this one is for the back. Now we need to go right ahead to cut a lining again. So the bubble, you know that your lining has to drag your fabric up. So the length of the lining, you can subtract 5 inches from your 12 inches. So that will give us 7 inches. So the length of your lining will be 7 inches. So the lining has to be shorter than the actual fabric, but the width will remain the same, 126 inches we got here. So that's that. And guys, this is my bubble rectangle, and this is my lining, shorter than the fabric of the bubble. So yeah, let's move straight to sewing all the pieces together. So for the sewing, I'm going to make sure it's like really fast. I'm not going to show a lot of the process involved, but for a professional finish, you can cut like a facing to turn the neckline and the armhole. But if you want something really fast and easy, something that won't really stress you as a beginner, you can just use a bias tape to tape the neckline. Use a bias tape also to tape the armhole. Join your shoulders with the back, and then when we are done, we can then attach our bubble to the dress. So I'm just going to go right ahead to do all of that on my sewing machine now, and the next part we'll be talking about, then we'll be attaching our bubble to the dress. And guys, this is my completed dress. I already used my own facing to turn the neckline and the armhole. So all that is left is for me to join the sides, attach a zipper at the back, and that will be it. But before joining the sides, I want to attach my bubbles first. So this is my bubble fabric. So I placed the lining and the bubble right sides together, and you can see, and then I also lightly gathered it. So that's the hem. So now all I'm going to do now is to turn this inside out, to turn it in, and then you drag the lining up here. So the lining kind of pulls the fabric up. So you got the drift. So now all I have to do now, once I pull it up this way, is to just gather this at the top also. So my gathering, I'll be gathering it back to this exact width here. So, and then I'll attach this here. So yeah, that's that. So that's all I'm left. That's all I'm going to do now, and then I'll join the sides. So the next thing you'll see after this will be the completed dress. And this completes the dress, guys. This is my neckline, this is my bubble attached, this is the back of the dress, and pretty much everything. So now I'm just going to put this on my mannequin now, just so that you can see the full fit of the dress. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button below your screen and tap the like button also if you found today's tutorial helpful. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.